guys, welcome back to Life Updates with T. Thank you so much for tuning in and thank you so much for joining me. If you are new to this channel, welcome. We are the winning family, and if you like to become a part or a member of this family, please do make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and also don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you're notified whenever I get to post new videos. So yeah guys, I come back, yay. I'm back with another video, and this is such an exciting, refreshing kind of video. So guys, I was just listening to Nale and Themba when they had their Twitter space with Big Brother Mzansi, and as well as a few people were there, and yeah, a few brands were also there. I also saw DSTV was also there, and a lot of people, yeah, a lot of people were also there. I'm just guessing that those are just Big Brother fans. So guys, they were talking everything and all about Big Brother Titans, the season that's coming up next year, early next year, which is gonna be January. Obviously, I loved the way they spoke, guys. The way Themba spoke, I'm actually surprised because I feel like he's more articulate right now. He knows how to express himself better. I feel like this is one of the things that he used to struggle with during the time inside the house. Right now, he's doing so well. He's doing so great. I'm guessing maybe it's because outside he's been doing like a lot of interviews and all of that, so like that has somehow like boosted his articulation and everything. And I'm just so excited that right now with the things that he has said, and guys, you don't have to worry because I will include a screen recording that I took. It's kind of long. I think it's about like 17-18 minutes. I hope you do have the time to listen. If you were not a part of that space, don't worry, I got you. So I will include a screen recording at the end of this video. After I'm done talking, I'm just gonna include that, and yeah, you guys will just listen to everything that they had to say. And wow, that was really beautiful. I love the fact that a lot of people actually expected that Ghost Nation and Alphas were gonna fight and all of that. No guys, it's all good vibes, it's all great vibes. I love the way Nale and Themba also spoke to each other. You can clearly, hear that there are no hard feelings. And also, whoever it is who was responsible to pick Nale and Themba to be the people in that space did an amazing job. Really did an amazing job, because I feel like we actually got the information that I wanted to get from all the questions that they were asked. They answered them so well. I mean, with Nale, I'm not really surprised. Like, I'm really, like, honestly, I'm not surprised. The sense, the wisdom, guys, Themba and Nale did so great. You guys are gonna hear for yourselves at the end of this video. After I'm done talking, you guys will hear everything for yourself, whatever it is that they had to say. I love the fact that they touched the most important things that I also said on my previous video. So if you haven't watched it, guys, please, I advise you to go watch it. I recorded a video of telling you guys what to remember or what you need to keep in mind before applying to be on the show next year. So please do go check that video out, guys. I love the fact that they touch on things that I actually spoke about. I spoke about being emotional, being emotionally stable, being mentally stable. Just go watch the video. I'll put it somewhere here, okay, somewhere around there for you guys to see it, so you guys know what I am talking about, which video I'm talking about. So please do go watch it, guys. And also, wow, I'm still amazed by, okay, let me just cut it. Okay, so yeah guys, I'll just include that that screen recording so you guys can listen to the important part of the Twitter space. I feel like, yeah, that was the important part. And also, it has been confirmed that it will be short here in South Africa. So if you are Nigerian and you're watching this and you did have a question like, do you need to have a passport on? Because I saw a lot of people asking about that on Twitter and they didn't really get a response until today on that Twitter space. Someone asked if they needed to have a passport or not, and then the host was not really sure, but then they confirmed that the show is going to be shot here in South Africa. So obviously, if you are Nigerian and you are applying for this opportunity, you will need to have a passport. Obviously, you cannot just get to South Africa by magic or anything like that. So yeah, you need to have a passport. Make sure that you get your passport ready so you are ready the moment that the season starts. So yeah, guys, that will be all from me for today. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Just do the most, okay? Do the most. I will see you guys on my next video, and I love you so much. Bye.
For this question because I feel like it is a very important one. Knowing why you're entering. So when I made the decision to enter the show, I looked at my life and I was like, one, two, three, four, five are lacking. I feel like I can get one, two, three, four, five by being on this platform, right? But as much as you are communicating to the masses and the people that are watching, you're also communicating to brands. They're also watching. They're watching you, trust me. And when you come out, they're still watching you. So what you are communicating inside and out the house has to make sense. Otherwise, you're confusing your audience. You're confusing us. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you're trying to pursue? What is your intention, right? Please don't mind the
Mm-hmm.
cars outside, guys. But anyway, my point is when I went onto the show, I was like, look, Nale, you've been modeling all this time. You clearly need the numbers because you've done all the jobs you have dreamt of doing, but something yalega. You
Mm.
know, it could be a little bit of a bigger check to do the same jobs. It could be
Mm-hmm.
anything. For me, it was that. And I had noticed a gap in the market for models who don't have numbers. I realized a lot of models don't have numbers locally. So I was like, damn, what if I were to get the numbers? Bring my work ethic as well that I've gained over the years. Communicate that message to the people watching so that when I come out, I make that mil or more. You get me?
Mm.
So that was
Mm.
my game plan and I stuck to it. It was never about other people, it was always about the brands I work with now. And I'm really grateful to God that I moved the way that I did. And I'm also very proud of Themba. I think that he's doing really, really well, you know, for
Mm.
real.
Mm.
So all
Mm.
of us
Mm.
moved in there with
Mm.
intention. We might not be vocal about it in the house, but those who need to understand that message always will.
Mm. Mm. And passing the baton on to you, Themba, what was your idea or strategy when walking in there? Because I feel like you entered, you kind of kept quiet for a bit. I used to love your your diary sessions purely because I felt like you came out when you were in the diary session. And also I think that quiet time with Biggie when he was asking you all these questions, you started a lot of conspiracy theories, and the end, I saw how those conspiracy theories came into play. Strategy, what was it for you and why was it so important? And where were you going when you decided this is it and this is how I'm moving?
Sorry, is my mic disturbing me? The 11th man theory. That's what I told people. Like, the 11th man theory. Like, you first have to listen and understand the people that you are with before you even say anything. Because what you say on the show is gonna work against you if you don't know what you're saying and why you're saying it. So when you go
Mm,
into a show
mm,
like that, you need to know what do you want to achieve. And thanks, Nali,
mm.
for like saying you're proud of me. I'm proud of you too, and I hope God blesses you also. Like the 11th man
Oh,
theory,
thanks,
like you
Themba.
like you need to know why you're going to that show and what you want to achieve. But when you get to the show, do not forget that you are in a show that everybody wants what you want. Do you understand? They all
Mm,
want the prize money. But for you to win, you need to understand everybody there. So literally me sitting on that chair and listening to everybody's conversation and everybody where they're going, who they're trying to be, who they're trying to play in the show was a strategy. But the most important thing was showing people that I'm a tattoo artist and showing people that I love fashion and I love music. So those things were the core of what I wanted to show people. So I knew that, and I knew that everybody that's there wants the prize money. So for me, do not be emotional when you in a show like that, because like literally you need to do everything that you can to get what you go there for. Obviously, we are all humans. You're gonna get attached there and there, but make sure, Guti, like whatever you want to achieve is there, and understand everybody. But for you to understand people, you need to listen. That's why they say listening is a skill. Like the more you talk, you giving information, but when you're listening, you are taking information. So you go there, listen to people, understand them before you even make friends or anything you do there. Just understand people. Don't be afraid of losing, because you're not gonna lose if you are not afraid of losing. You're gonna lose only if you're afraid. So just go there, be yourself, listen to people. Then by the time you start speaking, it must mean something. Whatever you do there, whatever action you take must mean something, or it must be for a purpose. Like you want to achieve something. A joke you do there, a word you say there, but as I said, we are all human beings. You're gonna get attached there and there, but make sure that whoever you get attached to is not a threat to you. You understand? So that's what I can tell people. Just listen first. 11th man theory. Listen first, understand people first, and then your game plan.
I'm
Yeah.
learning some new stuff right now from Themba. I'm really into this weird things about theories and stuff. So I'll definitely be looking into this 11th man theory. Thank you, Themba, for sharing.
I was literally about to say this because he speaks about attachments as well. I mean, let's just address this elephant in the room, right, and get it out the way. Themba, who were you attached to?
At the end of the show, obviously, at the end of the show, I was attached to Tools and Libu as friends. Like when we were starting, like I became the villain. I was like, I'm gonna nominate anybody. But inside, I knew that, like, you know what? Like, I didn't feel like doing it, but I have to let people know that I'm gonna nominate you. It's better to know that
Sure.
somebody's gonna nominate you, because then you know that person is against you. But when you like feel like a person is betraying you, that's worse than a person that's nominated, because a villain, you know that this nigga is gonna kill this person. But somebody that's pretending, you don't know if they're gonna save you or they're gonna kill you. So just become the villain if you're gonna be the villain. Become the hero if you're gonna be the hero. Yeah, but straightforward. And then I was attached to a lot of people. Also, and obviously at the end of the day, at the end of the day, I'm attached to Paul. I liked
Yes,
her.
sir.
Emotions, you can't do anything about it. I tried, but I couldn't. So, like I had a lot of ups and downs, but I can't even speak about some. But Paul was like my emotional. Yeah, but even Tools and Libu at the end of the show, like I was attached to them, like I took them as friends and brothers. But that's also a weakness. But I couldn't do anything about it. But by the time I get that, I already knew that they were afraid of losing, and they were losing. So, like whatever I did there was like planned. So if I go back to that show, I would literally change nothing. So I don't feel like I should have done anything extra. So do everything you need to do, so that when you out of the show, you can know that I did everything. And I don't even want to go back to change anything. That's what I can say. Yeah.
You know, I look at it this way. Every time you guys speak about this, we cannot relate. We were literally just the people sitting on the couch consuming all of this. To be honest with you, I feel like I slept in the same house with you guys. I ate breakfast same time. We were just at that luxury when the offices or were not open. We were still trying to stay indoors and navigate the hybrid kind of working. We don't know the impact the house actually has. How important is maintaining the stability of your mental health? Nalia, I'll start with you because I realized in the beginning there were some sensitive spots, and then you had a little bit of quarrels. There were kind of issues some here and there. There was a villain side that was revealed, I suppose, to a certain extent. But there's also things that you say you benefited. How important is that stability for your mental health when you are in that house?
Thank you so much for this question, because mental health is going to be rocked. Just know, if you're entering that show, your mental health will be rocked. If you are a crier, you'll be exposed. If you got some internal shit, it's gonna be exposed. You are yourself. It's not scripted. You are you. You are Naledi in that moment. And what does Naledi do when she feels pressure or like uncomfortable environments? I do what I gotta do, whatever that means to me, and it will be whatever that means to you. I allowed myself to feel what I needed to feel. I allowed myself to express what I felt like I needed to express. And just like Themba said, you need to be able to leave that platform and be like, I'm good. I'm happy with the way I
Mm,
handle things. Because let me tell you, if you go on that show and you're not yourself and you're not handling it like you would usually handle anything in your life, after the show has passed and we have all moved on, now people are working, people are making music, people are doing their own things now. Someone's a chef. You like, what? What's going on with
mm,
me? It's because you are not yourself. You've confused
mm,
your audience. You've confused yourself, and now you are in a conundrum. You understand? You're confused, and so are the
mm,
masses. So I really feel like in moments like that, you could choose to, okay, I'm gonna put the game first, and I'm gonna put my emotions and everything aside. That's how I feel about a bag. But in my
mm,
situation, I wasn't necessarily there for the bag. I was there to build. I'm still building, So my approach was slightly different. You could be the kind of person that's like, shit, I need this 2 mil, and there's absolutely nothing I'm gonna let get in the way of that. Which means I'm not expressing myself fully. I'm not gonna be myself fully. I'm gonna hide 1, 2, 3 about myself, just in hopes of getting the bag. And then, you don't get the bag. And
mm,
in that whole process, you have messed up your entire psyche. And now the show's done, but you have so much healing to do. You're picking up from the start. So it's very different for everybody. But my approach is allow yourself to feel, allow yourself to be, because there's definitely someone out there that's crying with you. There's someone out there that's angry with you. And they might not
mm,
be in the house with you. They might not even be at the house you live in outside of the show, but they're in some house and they're watching you, and they know and they feel and they understand. And you're speaking to them, and Temba's speaking to them, and I'm speaking to whoever
mm,
I'm speaking to. And there's so much power with this platform because we're all speaking to different people. You understand? No one is the
mm.
same. You understand? Thank you.
Temba, I think you have made impact outside and inside. I mean, there's a whole ghost nation happening out there. You walked away. Music came into your life. I've seen you perform, I think, on two different occasions. What are the other things that you can say, being in Biggie's house opened those doors for you? What other opportunities do you think lie out there for people, and how do they best then explore these post leaving the house? Because obviously there must be a part of you. I'm sure you guys miss it. I mean, but I can't imagine, because I always imagine that it feels like prison. But what things can people explore outside? What opportunities open, the doors that have opened, that you can say, look, if you've got a strategy as discussed, this is how and what you can get out there?
Uh, I can say everything that I went to the show for came true. Like music, my tattoo shop is about to open, a
Nice.
reality show that I'm getting. But it is a mental game, so you need to be
Hmm.
mentally strong. You can't go to a game like that because it's a mental game. Like, you don't know what's happening. and you don't know who's saying what about who. So if you go into a mental game, you need to be mentally strong and mentally prepared. You understand? So you're gonna get what you're getting. You're gonna get everything you want if you are mentally strong and your strategy works. Do you understand? But there's a thing that you are also gonna get things you are not expecting,
Mm.
and you need to be mentally prepared for that also. Like, I'm gonna get the stuff that I want, but there's stuff that I don't want that could come, so you need to be prepared for that. You don't know who you're gonna become when you leave the house. Sometimes you think you go out of the house and you are the hero, but you leave the house and you're the villain. So you need to also be prepared for that. So I think when you go there, have your strategy, but also expect the unexpected, because you don't know what's going to happen. It's a mental game. And I'm a mentally strong person, honestly, because whatever I do, I prepare my mindset towards that thing. So, like, you need to know yourself when you go there, so that when you go there, you don't lose yourself, because you can lose yourself in a game like that. You
Mm.
understand? Because you don't know what's
Mm.
happening. So be prepared to get what you want, and be prepared to get the other stuff that you don't want. Like, you become a villain when you want to be a hero. You
Mm.
become you know, you expose your weaknesses when you thought you just gonna show people how strong you are. So, like, just be mentally prepared for anything. So it's a mental game, so be mentally prepared.
Mm.
But
Mm.
definitely, there's no way that you can leave the house and you don't have an opportunity to do something with your life. So you go there,
Yes,
there's
sir.
opportunity. How you
Yes,
gonna take
sir.
it after the house or in the house is up to you.
Sure. That is a big advice that you've given. If you've just joined us, we are talking BB Titans, hashtag Big Brother Titans, BB Titans. The entries have been open since the 6th of October. It is open till the 22nd, which is this Saturday. Please, please, if you want to enter, you want to see yourself in that Big Brother house, you have to be a South African or Nigerian citizen and have permanent residency in either of those two countries, and must be 21 years of age by the 30th of October 2022. All you have to do is upload a 2-minute video of yourself auditioning to be in the house to the website mnet.tv/Big Brother Titans, and you could be in this house. It's changed people's lives, as you've heard from Themba and from Nale. These guys are doing really big things, but they're also living up to their dreams. Guys, I'm gonna make this circle bigger. I've got Samuel waiting, right? Samuel, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it subtle. Please go ahead, shoot your question, introduce yourself. We've got Themba and Nale to answer any questions that you might have. And if you want